Relax and you will manifest everything you want, my brothers and sisters. Today I want to remind you of something powerful. Something that can change the way you live your life. Too often we worry, we stress, we panic over things that are already written for us. We chase, we run, we exhaust ourselves thinking that if we don't force things, they won't happen. But I want to tell you today, relax. Take it easy. What is meant for you will never miss you, and what is not meant for you will never come your way. How many times in life have you been desperate for something, only for it to slip away? You cried, you felt hopeless, you thought it was over. But then later on, you realized why it didn't work out. You saw something better come your way. You saw wisdom in the delay. You understood that the stress was unnecessary. My brothers and sisters, if you trust the Almighty's plan, your heart will be at peace. Think about it. When you plant a seed, do you dig it up every day to check if it's growing? You water it, you give it sunlight, and you leave it. You trust the process. Your dreams, your goals, your prayers are like that seed. You do your part and then you let the Almighty do His. You don't need to force things. You don't need to be anxious. Relax. What is written for you will unfold at the right time. But here's the secret. Relaxing doesn't mean doing nothing. It doesn't mean you sit back and expect things to fall into your lap. No. You put in the effort, you take the steps, you remain patient, and most importantly, you trust. When you have trust, when you have conviction, when you stop worrying and start believing, you will see how doors open for you without stress, without anxiety, without unnecessary struggle. So my brothers and sisters, take a deep breath. Let go of that stress. Stop overthinking. Keep moving forward with faith in your heart. You will manifest everything you want, everything you need at the perfect time. The key is to relax and trust the process. When we look at life, we often find ourselves caught in a cycle of worry and impatience. We want things to happen immediately, on our timeline, exactly as we envision them. But reality does not work that way. Everything in this world operates on a set plan, a divine order that unfolds at the right time. Yet we struggle to trust this process. We force things, we chase outcomes, we stress over delays, and we question why things are not happening the way we want. Think about nature. The sun rises and sets at appointed time. No matter how much you want the night to end faster, the dawn will only break when it is meant to. A tree does not grow overnight. It takes time, seasons of change, nourishment, and patience. Similarly, everything in life, whether it is success, relationships, wealth, or personal growth, follows a process. When we truly understand this, we will find peace in the waiting and stop allowing impatience to steal our happiness. Many times we pray for something, and when we do not see immediate results, we feel disheartened. We begin to question whether our efforts are even worth it. But the truth is, just because you do not see progress does not mean it is not happening. A seed buried under the soil remains hidden for a long time before it begins to sprout. The process is working even when you cannot see it. Life operates in the same way. The moment you start trusting this process, you will find yourself free from unnecessary stress and anxiety. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with trusting the process is because they compare their journey to others. You see someone succeeding, someone achieving their goals, and you wonder why you are still struggling. Just because something has not happened for you yet does not mean it never will. You do not need to rush. You do not need to panic. What is written for you will come when it is meant to, not a moment earlier or later. Trusting the process does not mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means putting in your effort, taking the right steps, and then surrendering the outcome. If you plant a tree and keep digging it up every day to check if it is growing, you will only damage it. Instead, you water it, give it sunlight, and leave it to grow in its own time. The same applies to your dreams and goals. You work towards them, but you do not let impatience and doubt kill the process before it even has a chance to flourish. Sometimes the delay is part of the plan. You may not see it now, but later you will look back and realize that things had to happen exactly as they did for you to reach where you are meant to be. There are people who have rushed into things only to regret them later. They forced doors open that were never meant for them, and they paid the price. But when you trust, when you allow things to unfold naturally, you will find yourself in the right place at the right time without unnecessary struggle or regret. We must also understand that obstacles and setbacks are not signs that things are going wrong. They are often part of the journey. Just because something is taking longer than expected does not mean it is not working in your favor. In fact, every delay, every challenge, every moment of waiting is shaping you, preparing you, teaching you lessons that will help you in the long run. Instead of resisting, embrace it. Instead of doubting, the moment you stop questioning every step, the moment you release the need to control everything, that is when you will truly experience peace. You will no longer be held captive by stress, worry, or fear of the unknown. You will move forward with confidence, knowing that what is meant for you is already on its way. The only thing you need to do is believe in the process and allow it to unfold as it is meant to. In life, effort is essential. Nothing comes without action, without striving, without taking the necessary steps toward a goal. However, many people misunderstand effort. They believe that if they work hard enough, things must happen exactly when and how they want. When results are delayed, they feel frustrated, discouraged, and sometimes even give up. But true success is not just about effort. It is about patience as well. Effort without patience leads to burnout, while patience without effort leads to stagnation. The key is to find a balance between the two. Imagine a farmer who plants his crops. He works hard to prepare the land, sow the seeds and water them. But no matter how much effort he puts in, the crops will not grow overnight. He cannot force the plants to grow faster than nature allows. His role is to continue nurturing them, trusting that in time they will bear fruit. This is how life works. You must put in the effort, but you must also understand that everything has its own timing. Just because you cannot see immediate results does not mean your efforts are wasted. One of the biggest mistakes people make is losing patience too soon. They start something with enthusiasm, but when they do not see instant progress, they give up. They assume it is not working, that they are wasting their time. But what they do not realize is that most great things take time. A tree does not grow in a day, a strong foundation is not built overnight, and real success is never instant. Those who understand this keep going, even when they do not see results right away. They know that every small step counts, that every effort adds up, and that patience will eventually bring the reward. At times, impatience leads people to make poor decisions. They rush into things without proper preparation. They take shortcuts looking for quick success instead of lasting success. But anything built too fast is often weak. A house built in a hurry without a solid foundation will collapse at the first sign of trouble. In the same way, when people force things without proper effort and patience, they may achieve temporary results, but they will struggle to maintain them. True success requires consistency, steady progress, and trust in the process. Another challenge people face is the pressure of comparison. When they see others succeeding faster, they feel as if they are falling behind. They begin to question their own journey, wondering if they are doing something wrong. But everyone's timeline is different. Just because someone else achieves their goals quickly does not mean you should too. Some people take years to succeed, while others may reach their goals sooner. But in the end, what matters is not how fast you reach your destination, but whether you reach it in a way that is strong and sustainable. There are moments when the effort feels heavy, when it seems like nothing is changing despite all the work being put in. This is where patience is most important. Just because you do not see immediate progress does not mean nothing is happening. Sometimes the most important changes are happening beneath the surface, out of sight. Just like a seed takes time to sprout before breaking through the soil, many achievements require patience before visible results appear. Those who keep going despite the uncertainty are the ones who eventually see success. Patience also teaches valuable lessons. It builds resilience, discipline, and mental strength. People who learn to wait, who trust the process, who do not give up when things take time, develop a mindset that can handle challenges. Life will not always go as planned, but those who have patience alongside effort will always find a way forward. They do not allow temporary delays to shake their belief in themselves or their path. Instead, they keep moving forward, step by step, knowing that their persistence will pay off. When people truly understand the relationship between effort and patience, they no longer feel frustrated by delays. They no longer feel defeated when results do not come instantly. Instead, they develop an inner peace, knowing that as long as they are doing their part, things will unfold as they are meant to. They stop rushing, they stop comparing, and they stop feeling overwhelmed by the process. Instead, they embrace the journey, confident that their consistent effort, combined with patience, will lead them exactly where they are meant to be. Overthinking and anxiety have become a major burden in people's lives. Many spend their days worrying about things that have not even happened yet, stressing over outcomes they cannot control, and exhausting their minds with endless possibilities of what could go wrong. This constant state of worry does not change anything, yet it drains energy, steals peace, and prevents people from living fully in the present moment. The truth is, no matter how much someone worries, it will not make things happen faster, nor will it prevent challenges from occurring. What it does instead is create unnecessary suffering. Many times people overthink because they feel like they need to be in control of everything. They believe that if they do not analyze every possible scenario, something will go wrong. But life does not work that way. No matter how much someone tries to plan for every detail, there will always be things beyond their control. Unexpected situations will arise. People will act in ways they did not anticipate. And circumstances will change. Instead of resisting this, the best approach is to accept that some things are simply out of one's hands. Letting go of that constant need to control everything allows a person to breathe, to relax, and to trust that things will work out as they are meant to. A common reason why people overthink is fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, fear of the unknown. They replay conversations in their minds, analyze past decisions, and worry about what others think of them. But no amount of overthinking can change the past, and no amount of worry can guarantee a perfect future. The only thing that truly matters is the present moment. The more time spent overanalyzing things that cannot be changed, the less time is spent actually moving forward. Instead of being trapped in a cycle of worry, it is far better to focus on what can be done right now. Anxiety often comes from an attachment to specific outcomes. People set expectations in their minds, and when things do not go exactly as planned, they panic. But life is full of surprises. Sometimes what seems like a failure is actually a direction towards something better. Sometimes what seems like a delay is actually a blessing in disguise. The more a person clings to how they think things should be, the more they suffer when reality unfolds differently. But those who learn to let go, to be flexible, to trust that things will happen in their own time, experience much more peace. Some people spend their entire lives worrying about things that never even happen. They stress over worst-case scenarios, imagining problems that do not exist. This kind of thinking creates unnecessary suffering. It makes small issues seem bigger than they are, and it prevents people from enjoying the good things in life. The mind can be one's greatest friend or one's greatest enemy. Those who learn to quiet their thoughts, to stop feeding unnecessary worries, and to focus on the present moment find that most of their stress disappears. One of the most powerful ways to let go of anxiety is to shift focus from problems to solutions. Instead of worrying about what might go wrong, a person can choose to focus on what they can do in the present moment. Instead of replaying past mistakes, they can choose to learn from them and move on. Instead of fearing the unknown, they can choose to trust that they will handle whatever comes their way. This shift in mindset changes everything. It turns worry into action, fear into faith, and stress into peace. The mind is constantly processing information, but not all thoughts need attention. Some thoughts are just noise, distractions that serve no purpose other than to create stress. Learning to ignore unnecessary thoughts and focus only on what truly matters is a skill that brings freedom. The more a person practices this, the more they realize that most of the things they used to worry about were never worth the stress in the first place. There is great power in learning to relax and let things unfold naturally. When people stop overthinking, they make better decisions. When they stop feeding their fears, they feel lighter. When they stop worrying about things they cannot control, they open themselves up to opportunities they never expected. Letting go of anxiety does not mean ignoring responsibilities, but it does mean choosing peace over unnecessary stress. It means understanding that things will work out as they are meant to, and no amount of worry will change that. The more a person learns to trust this, the more they find themselves living with a sense of ease, clarity, and contentment. Faith has a power that many people underestimate. It is not just a belief in something unseen. It is a force that shapes the way a person thinks, acts, and experiences life. When someone truly believes that things will work out, they approach life with a different mindset. They do not panic over delays, they do not break down over obstacles, and they do not allow temporary struggles to shake their inner peace. Faith gives people the ability to keep going, even when circumstances seem uncertain. It allows them to remain calm in situations that would normally cause stress. Many people struggle with doubt and hesitation. They second-guess their decisions, fear making mistakes, and hesitate to take action because they are unsure of the outcome. But faith removes hesitation. It gives a person the confidence to move forward, knowing that they are being guided in the right direction. Even if things do not happen exactly as planned, faith allows them to trust that there is a reason for it. This mindset helps them navigate life with a sense of assurance rather than fear. Opportunities often come to those who believe in their own path. When people have faith, they see possibilities where others see obstacles. They do not waste time doubting themselves or worrying about what could go wrong. Instead, they focus on what is possible. This positive mindset attracts more opportunities because they are open to taking risks, trying new things, and stepping into the unknown with confidence. Those who lack faith often hesitate, and in doing so, they miss chances that could have changed their lives. Faith also creates resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and no one is immune to challenges. However, the difference between those who rise above struggles and those who remain stuck is often their level of faith. People who believe that their struggles are temporary and that better days are ahead are able to push through difficulties without losing hope. They do not allow setbacks to define them. Instead, they use challenges as stepping stones to something greater. This resilience is what allows them to keep moving forward when others would give up. One of the most powerful aspects of faith is that it removes the burden of unnecessary stress. When a person trusts that everything is unfolding as it should, they no longer feel the need to control every detail of their lives. They do their best, take the necessary steps, and leave the rest in the hands of fate. This does not mean they stop making an effort. It simply means they no longer carry the weight of fear and uncertainty. They understand that worrying will not change anything, but having faith will give them the peace and strength they need to keep going. People who open themselves up to faith often experience unexpected blessings. There are countless stories of individuals who faced impossible situations only to see things turn around in ways they never imagined. These are not coincidences. They are the results of faith in action. When someone believes that good things are coming, they attract them. Their mindset shifts, their actions align with their belief, and they find themselves in situations that bring them exactly what they need. Doubt, on the other hand, creates limitations. People who doubt themselves hesitate to take action, miss out on opportunities, and allow fear to dictate their decisions. They overthink, stress, and let negative thoughts control them. But those who replace doubt with faith begin to see changes in every aspect of their lives. They take steps toward their goals without fear. They embrace challenges with a positive attitude. And they trust that even in difficult times, something greater is on the way. Faith is not just about believing in good things. It is about aligning one's mindset, actions, and energy with the belief that everything is working out. It allows people to walk through life with a sense of ease, knowing that they are exactly where they need to be. It gives them the strength to keep going even when things are unclear. When a person embraces faith fully, they begin to see how everything falls into place in ways they could not have planned themselves. The key is to trust, believe, and remain open to the endless possibilities that life has to offer.